Hi, everyone. I am doing the class over because there was a problem with the slideshow not showing up. So I have another computer on where I can see what you guys are seeing. And so if the slideshow drops off, which I think it will, because it did earlier today when I was testing it, I'll be able to fix it. So welcome. I'm so happy that you're here to learn about essential oils, and I hope to give you information so that when you're done watching this, you feel as excited about using them as I was when I first learned, and you feel like you know what your next step is. We are going to go over what are essential oils, why doTERRA brand specifically, how to use these oils, and then lastly, how to get them, okay? And before we get into that, let me just tell you a little bit about who I am and why I'm here. About 10 years ago, I came down with MRSA, which is antibiotic-resistant staph infection. And I went to the doctor, and they gave me antibiotics, of course. And then about a week or so after I finished the antibiotics, I had another outbreak, an abscess. And so went on another course of antibiotics, and I did that for 2 years. And after 2 years, and nothing was getting better, and I wasn't getting any different direction from my doctors, I said, there has to be a better way. I'm not going to continue along this path. So I looked on the internet, and I found some people who had holistically helped their bodies get rid of the MRSA. And what they suggested that they had used were these therapeutic, pharmaceutical grade, that's my word, essential oils. And so I got the essential oils. I did exactly what they said. There were 2 different bottles, and I've never run out of those 2 specific bottles. And I never took another antibiotic again. It's been almost 10 years now that I have not taken an antibiotic for any condition where I normally would have, because I know that the antibiotics lower the immune system, and when you lower your immune system, you open yourself up to pick up more infections and diseases, and it can take up to 9 months for your gut flora, which is really important, to heal after taking 1 course of antibiotics. So I've made it my mission to try and find holistic ways to help my health. And in getting started with all of the oils with doTERRA, I feel like it's my duty to let other people know that this is available. This is something that you can go to as your first line of defense. If you have the cold or flu, there's something that you can do to help your body. And you don't have to run to the doctor or the drugstore for every little thing. And also, the things that you get are synthetic, and they cause other problems. So that's why I'm here. That's why I want to tell you about these amazing products that literally have changed my life. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a little crazy about oils, but they really, really have changed my life. And I think other people need to know about them so that we can become more healthy, less toxic in our homes. So what are essential oils? Let's see if I can make this slideshow work now. Whoop. Okay, so essential oils are basically, have you ever walked through a rose garden and smelled the roses, or taken a lemon and cut it in half and you smell that incredible lemon aroma? Those are the essential oils of those plants or fruits. Essential oils are just concentrated extracts from plants, the leaves, the bark, the roots, the fruit, and it's a concentrated product that is what the plant had used to protect itself from fungus or insects. And because they're natural products, our body recognizes them, and they can do the same type of things for us that they did for the plants. So that's what essential oils are. They're not oils like coconut oil or olive oil. I know sometimes people get those confused. Those are vegetable oils, and there really is nothing oily about essential oils. So we all know plants have been used for medicinal purposes for thousands and thousands of years. Frankincense and myrrh were two of the gifts that were brought to the baby Jesus because they're really valuable products. They use the frankincense and the myrrh for health reasons, so they were very valuable. And the concentration of the essential oils, we're talking about 1 drop. So when we talk about essential oils, the serving size is 1 drop. The essential oils are 50 to 70 times more concentrated than their herb counterpart. So it would take 25 cups of peppermint tea to give you the same amount of peppermint oil in 1 drop of our essential oil. So that's pretty crazy. Also, because the molecules in the essential oils are so small, they can actually affect the cellular level in our body. They can penetrate the cell wall. So if, for instance, there's some sort of infection inside of a cell, the essential oil can go through that cell wall and work with it. So that's pretty amazing too. Okay, grades of essential oil. So we have the synthetic grade, and that's what they have in cleaning products. The health and beauty products have the synthetic. The different aromas is really what they are, but they're synthetic. So in essence, they're toxic. Our bodies are not meant to process synthetic chemicals. Excuse me. Then there's the food grade, and this one I love. The food grade is approved by the FDA with something called GRAS, G-R-A-S. It's generally regarded as safe, which is scary to me. They have a food grade of essential oils in something that we are ingesting, and it's generally regarded as safe. So that leads me to not necessarily want to run out and buy products that are flavored with oils. And then the last one is the therapeutic grade. That's the kind that I used when I was dealing with MRSA. And for doTERRA, we call it CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. It's just a way for us to differentiate the level of purity of the doTERRA essential oils with other companies who call their products pure. So the CPTG signifies the potency and the purity of the essential oils. The oils are sourced from they're sourced worldwide from the best source for that plant. So, for instance, the frankincense is sourced from the cliff sides of Somalia in Africa. I would not want to have my frankincense grown in Texas because that's not the proper climate, it's not the proper soil, and so forth. So, you know, when you're growing the plants where they're supposed to grow indigenously, they're going to have more of the therapeutic properties that you want them to have. The testing for the oils, the CPTG oils, honestly, it's second to none. We have internal testing, we have external testing, and there's a third party that pretty much all of the essential oil companies go to have their products tested, and doTERRA is the only one that they recommend, and I think that really says a lot. And they've done their own testing outside of doTERRA's scope. doTERRA's not paying them, and so I feel really comfortable using doTERRA, and I feel really comfortable asking you and your family and your friends and your pets and your children to use the doTERRA oils because I know how incredibly pure and safe they are. Okay, this is another thing about the doTERRA oils. Sourcetoyou.com, it's a website. Every bottle of essential oil has a batch number on the bottom. And when you go to this website, you type in the batch number and it will bring up the specific, that specific batch, the results of those tests, the signatures of the chemists who did the tests. And so the transparency of what is in those oils and what is not in those oils is right out there on a silver platter. And that's not the case with anybody else. And again, doTERRA is based on science. It's not a marketing thing. They've just opened some medical clinics. They're changing the face of medicine, and they're trying to work with the situation we have with medical insurance and the problems with the costs of that. And so these medical clinics that they're opening across the country are going to include Western medicine, Eastern medicine, essential oils, and everything in between. So, so doTERRA is really serious about making an impact on the health of people around the world. Okay, so we have 3 ways to use essential oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. First, we have aromatically. You can use a diffuser. It's kind of like a small humidifier that has water in it, and you put some drops of oil and it puts those small particles into the air. It's nice to have that next to your bed at night. The other way aromatically is simply by opening the bottle and smelling it. It's actually affecting the olfactory nerve, and it's making actual changes in your brain just by smelling it. You can put it in your hand, you can put a couple drops on the shower floor, and the heat from the water, and then of course use it for cleaning or air freshening. Next way is topically. This is more targeted. So if you have an area of your body that has sore muscles or some sort of skin irritation or an abrasion, you're going to want to apply one of the oils topically on that spot. You want to take care of that problem. And then the last way is internally. And doTERRA is the only oil, the only essential oil that you can use internally. This one is not meant to be internally. This is the Serenity. This is the On Guard, and it is. And I don't know if you can see that, but it has supplement facts. And so just like if you go to a health food store where you get supplements, vitamins or something like that, it has the supplement facts on the side because you're taking them internally. So our oils can be taken internally. They get into the bloodstream. What I love about the oils is that they really are fast acting. They don't have any half-life, so they don't build up in your body. You can put the oils on your skin. They absorb right through into your bloodstream. They're essentially in every organ of your body within 20 minutes, and they have processed all the way through and out your body within 3 hours. Okay, so now I'm going to go over our top 10 oils. doTERRA has put together some kits that are meant to address the majority of most people's healthcare needs. So these kits have the top 10 oils, and I'm going to go through those 10 and give you an idea what all the different ailments are that you would be able to address with this kit. Okay, so the first one is Breathe. This one is fantastic for this time of year. Everybody's getting sick, runny nose, sneezing, sinus pressure, asthma. So this one is our respiratory blend, and it's meant to be used topically or aromatically. If you have a stuffy nose, you put it on the sides of your nose and underneath, and that's going to open your airways. Put it in your diffuser next to your bed at night. It's going to help keep your airways open while you're sleeping. I liken this to, say, Vicks, without all of the toxic chemicals. Okay, the next one is On Guard. This is our protective blend. This is the one that I used to help my body strengthen the immune system and at the same time fight the bugs that I was fighting with the MRSA. So On Guard's one of my favorite. This one you do aromatically in the diffuser. You can do it topically. Say you don't like the taste of it, put it on the bottom of your feet. You're going to get similar benefits from it. Or you can take it internally. And I like to put a couple drops in a shot glass, gargle with it, and then swallow, because you don't want to get rid of all that wonderful stuff. This one is really fantastic for this time of year. I also use it for cleaning. And again, it's great as an air freshener that helps keep everyone healthy. All right. Next one is lavender. We call this the Swiss Army knife of oils, and it is truly all things calming, both physically and mentally. So bring the stress level down, Or if you have some sort of skin irritation, the lavender is really good for that. And you can use it aromatically, topically, or internally. Lemon, this one is invigorating, it's uplifting, it's good with a little bit of honey for a sore throat. I really like it for aromatic properties, cleansing the air. You can put a drop in your dishwasher and things smell a little better that way. It's a detoxifier, so put a drop in your water, your drinking water, and make your drinking water taste better, and at the same time help your body as an antioxidant and a detox. And then peppermint. This is one of my other favorite single oils. This one has so many different purposes or so many different uses. Peppermint is great for a headache. You just tip the bottle on your finger and a little bit on your temples, in the back of your neck. That's really going to help with head tension. If you have if you're really warm, you can put a couple drops in a spray bottle with water and spray yourself or whoever's warm, and that will help reduce the feeling of heat or the body temperature. It is also it's also really good for bugs. Insects do not like peppermint, so ants, spiders. Just a couple drops of peppermint in water, spray it, and they will run away like crazy. Let me go back real quick. The combination of lemon, lavender, and peppermint is really powerful. That's our seasonal blend for allergies, and that has helped a lot of people with all kinds of issues with runny nose, scratchy throat, itchy eyes, and I love that one. 2 drops of lemon, lavender, and peppermint each in a shot glass. Drink that, and I have lots and lots and lots of friends who have tried that and said, "Oh my gosh, that really works." So it does. It works. Digestion is the digestive blend. This one is fantastic for any sort of digestive issue, whether it's constipation, diarrhea, food poisoning. It can help with dizziness, motion sickness, and this one you want to use either topically or internally. I like to either put a drop on my stomach and rub it in, or a drop or 2 in a shot glass of water and drink it. The other thing is I have worked with a lot of people who were taking lots of digestive issue medicine for different conditions, and we're talking multiple prescriptions every day. And using the Digestion, they've been able to stop taking those medications, and their issues have started to, the body has been able to start to heal itself. So that's what I love about the oils, is they're not addressing an issue and masking it. They're actually giving the body what it needs to heal itself from those issues. So the Digestion is one that I don't use every day, but it certainly is one that I'm really glad that I have when I need it. Okay, Melaleuca, this is also called tea tree oil. Most people have heard about this. It is an antiseptic. It's great for any type of skin abrasion. If you're looking at making sure that it doesn't become infected, and this is the one that I used for my abscesses. Excuse me. It is great for fungus, whether like athlete's foot. It's also good for toenail fungus. So I like to have people try this after they've been using the medications repeatedly that haven't worked. So this is always a good one to have. Frankincense. This is actually one of our favorite single oils, and it really is used for so many different things. It's cellular renewal is what frankincense does. So you put it on your skin, it helps with fine lines. If you have some cells on your skin that are not doing what they're supposed to do, putting frankincense on that can help help your body get it back to where it's more normal. Couple drops under your tongue every day. Frankincense is one of the essential oils that can cross the blood-brain barrier. So it actually can help with cellular renewal of the brain. And there are studies that are linking it to helping with issues with the brain, whether it's traumatic injuries or degenerative issues. Frankincense is the one that I want to use every day to try and help keep those cells working okay. Oregano, it says natural immune support. It is, in my, the way I call it is, it's my antibiotic on steroids. So the oregano is like the big gun to add to everything else. It also is really good for warts. So you have those warts on the bottom of your feet and nothing has worked. Carefully applying the oregano oil, because it's very hot and it can feel like it's burning. Putting the oregano oil on it, it's going to dry it up and it's going to fall off, and you're not using any toxic chemicals to do it, but it's actually helping. I personally have used it for a really bad bladder infection. So the oregano is good to have, one that doesn't get used all that often, but when you need it, you're really glad you have it. Okay, Deep Blue is the soothing blend. This is the one that we use for muscle, joint, people who have issues with using their fingers, hips, anywhere in your body, whether it's from a workout or from some long ago injury. Putting this on, it's going to help reduce the inflammation, not just mask the discomfort. I had a gentleman that I was working with whose hands were, he could not open his fingers. And so I had him use the Deep Blue on his hands, and after a couple days, he was able to do this. And he was like 80 years old. And he would walk by my desk at work and go like this. Like, he could not believe that he could actually straighten his fingers. So the Deep Blue is a favorite with a lot of people. Okay, I wanted to give you just an idea of what these essential oils in this medicine cabinet pack can do. We're not talking about an additional expense, we're talking about instead of. So I don't have any over-the-counter medicines in my house. I don't have any aspirin or Pepto-Bismol or Zicam or cold and flu. Gosh, I don't even remember what they're called anymore. These can be used for multiple issues, for yourself, for your children, for your other family members, and for those of you who are pet parents, even for your pets. This is one of my favorite graphics, especially this time of year. I've been sending it out to a lot of my friends who say that they're sick and they have oils. This chart was put together by my friend Kristen Jopsky, and it has 5 of the 10 essential oils that are in the starter kit. And these are really important to get out and use when you're starting to feel sick. I'm starting to feel sick a couple times this year, and as soon as I feel that, I go grab some or all of these oils and use them, and I have not gotten sick. I talk to people who are sick, get them using their oils, and they are not as sick and not sick for as long as people who don't have the oils to use. So lots of different ways to use the oils. These 5, we have these targeted uses when people are feeling the cold and flu. Okay, so how to get started. We have the wholesale membership, the enrollment kit. It's like a Costco wholesale membership, so it allows you to purchase as much or as little as you want at a wholesale price. And with the enrollment kits, the wholesale membership is included. So these are the top 10 oils that I just went over. These are the 2 kits that we recommend. The first one is the Home Essentials kit. These are the larger bottles. They have 250 drops in each, and it comes with the diffuser, the petal diffuser. And this Home Essentials kit is $275. And then we also have the smaller kit, where it's got the smaller bottles, and there is not a diffuser. And this is also a fantastic kit. If you can't get the other one, this one does not have a diffuser, but you're still going to be able to use this kit in so many different ways. Okay, so a lot of people watching this who already have their oils. Then we have people who don't have their oils and they're trying to figure out what to do, how to get them. At this point, I would ask you to go talk to the person that introduced you to the oils. If you don't have anyone to help you, of course, I would love to be your guide. And you not only get the oils, but you also get a nice big group of caring people who have similar interests as far as natural health and really nonstop education. None of us want you to get your oils and put them in a drawer. We really want you to use them. We really want you to experience the benefits from them. And we want to help you do that by answering your questions and providing ongoing education. So I hope you got something out of this. If you have questions, please send me a message, comment on this, send a message to the person that brought you here. And I wish you all well and good night. Okay.